to get your farm and farm-related questions answered.
270-9933 is the number to call. Pam is standing by ready to take your calls. And we will start with Bill from Richland, from McFarland. Hi, Bill. What's your question?
Hello, this is Bill. Is the Dane County Tractor Parade on in July?
Yes. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we're going to do something fun this year. I've got a new radio partnership called The Farm out of Madison. So what we're going to do is we're going to start it as the world's longest tractor pull online with pictures. But yes, to answer your question, Bill, we are going to have my Farm Babe Boogie Tractor Parade in conjunction with the Dane County Fair the Saturday of the fair. So get your tractors ready. We'll give you more details. But yeah, that's back again this year. Thank you for asking.
The fair's a go.
Yes, the fair is a go.
That is really good to hear. That's good news. Okay, let's go to Jim in Cross Plains. Hi, Jim. What's your question?
My question is, first off, ag reports are so important to everyone, and yet there is a system which is being missed for the average person to understand how important it is to all of them, and that is how soon the turnaround is from cost of increase to farmers, pork producers, chicken producers, eggs, all of them, to the turnaround time on their table before they start seeing the impact of fuel increases, insurance, devastation of insurance from other states as well. Nobody understands this in the real world. We're in an agricultural world where we're clashing between reality and fantasy. These people that go to the grocery store don't understand the work that it takes to work on a farm like I do, and having grown up around farms.
Pam, you talk about that all the time.
Well, he's right, though. The disconnect got incredible attention during the pandemic. I only hope people continue to pay attention because, like you said, the stories that I'm covering now are about farmers that cannot get herbicide because the supply chain is not keeping up. Farmers that are telling me they can't get parts that they need for their planters or for their field equipment. And I shouldn't be laughing because you got so much time to get this done. So that situation with the pandemic is continuing for a lot of our farmers. But to his point, I'm one of the only people that's talking about it every day. So I appreciate that. And you are exactly right, Jim, that I do my best in the time that I'm given. But yeah, you're right. We need to all work on better communication that way.
So you go to the grocery store and you buy a gallon of milk and the price is what, $2.49? How does that break down?
So right now, in the month of March, dairy farmers in Wisconsin were paid about $17.50 a hundredweight for their milk.
So what does that mean?
If you do the math, that gets it down to about $1.50 per gallon. The rest of that money is in transportation, refrigeration, all that kind of marketing, all of those kinds of costs. So again, I'm sure every commodity is a little bit different as far as percentages are concerned, but when all is said and done, the average dollar that you spend on food in the grocery store amounts to less than a dime that actually ends up back in a farmer's pocket. That's according to the Wisconsin Farmers Union.
Yeah, the store's got to get a cut too.
Yeah, well, everybody's got their hand out, let's face it. And that's part of what I think Jim was getting at, is just helping you understand from what meager remains the farmer gets back in their pocket. They got a lot of bills and overhead they have to cover.
And from milk prices have been so volatile. Are they evening out a little bit now, Pam?
You said which prices, kiddo?
Milk prices.
Yeah, so the milk prices have actually been improving, and a lot of it has to do with increased world demand. But again, back to what Jim was talking about, the offsetting problem we've got right now, our corn and soybean prices are incredibly high because of world demand. Well, remember, if you're a farmer that needs to buy that corn and soybean and make it into feed, boy, your margins on that milk start to get even thinner. And that's part of that chicken story you were talking about, too, about chicken wings and the shortage. The poultry industry is also already given us indications they're going to cut back on production because the corn to feed the birds is just too expensive.
All right, I think we have time for one more. Marge in Madison. Hi, what's your question, Marge?
Yes, hi. I am wondering whether there is an initiative to help get farms and farm workers vaccinated for COVID. I was on a farm the other day, and...
Oh, she hung up.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah, and it's one that I've been hearing from a lot of farm families. They're asking me basically to tell dad or their brothers or whatever to take time from spring planting and get your vaccination started. The problem I'm finding is that a lot of people in rural communities either don't know how the process works very well or have challenges just trying to get to those appointments. So there's a group called Project Recovery in Wisconsin. It's FEMA funded. And they will go so far as to help you set up appointments in your rural community to get vaccinated, get that process started. Because again, I know that farmers are busy and I know that their time is precious, but boy, you are precious to everybody as far as resources. And if a farmer goes down, if their farm workers get sick, all of a sudden Wisconsin loses a whole lot more. So please, to her point, please, farmers and farm families and farm workers, make it a point to get started on the process. And if you need help, you can always reach out to me. I'll make sure I'm trying to get you connected as well.
Everybody get vaccinated. All right, that was fun. Thank you, Pam.
Pam, so good to see you. It's been too long. Let's do this again soon.
Let's do it face to face next time. Huh?
We'll do it on the
I can't
patio.
wait.
We'll do it on the patio.
All right.
All right. Thanks for calling, everybody.